I started my second day in London, April 27th of 1997, at the Waterloo station pretty early in the morning, from where I took a train to Windsor. In Windsor, of course, my main goal was to see the famous Windsor Castle. You can see I am right now on the grounds. Once again, I was primarily just walking around, seeing different parts of the castle. I didn't really know much about it, so I just went there based on, I'm sure there was some information in my guidebook that I brought with me. Here, just a few shots around, different towers. I think I visited royal apartments, and there I saw a dollhouse. You will see that dollhouse in a few moments. There's some nice views from the castle down on the town as well. There is the dollhouse I mentioned earlier. And I think royal apartments are somewhere over there. So I think it was in Windsor Castle that I first saw the famous guards in their outfits. Here is one. As I was in the castle, I witnessed the changing of the guard ceremony. I actually stood there for quite some time and filmed a lot of that. But as I was editing this film, I realized that I can make it shorter by just including a few episodes from that. Some of it was over other people's heads and not very steady. So these are, I believe, the best shots of the ceremony. Now I'm out of the castle, and here are a few shots of the town of Windsor around me. It's a very nice and picturesque area, certainly worth visiting in addition to the castle itself. I didn't spend too much time there, just walked a little bit around. This is a train station. And once I got back to London, I took for the very first time the double-decker bus. You can see me on the second deck, and I am now going towards Greenwich, which is a kind of a suburb of London. And here are some parks and other areas. But my main goal, of course, was to see the famous Prime Meridian and Royal Observatory, really, through which the Prime Meridian is passing. There it is, this line, both on the wall and down on the ground, as you will see in a few moments, marks the Prime Meridian, or Meridian Zero, dividing Eastern and Western Hemisphere. I stayed there for a little bit, uh, seeing a few other things, but mainly, of course, focusing on the Prime Meridian. There's like an interesting octagonal tower there as well. Here I am inside. My last stop for that day was the Natural History Museum. I was quite impressed. I've been to quite a few more, but I enjoyed very much the collection of dinosaur skeletons and many other exhibits. In fact, one of the exhibits they had back then were the animatronic dinosaurs. But before that, this is the cut of a giant sequoia, which I did not see the real trees until a few months from then, when I visited the Sequoia National Park in California. Here is those animatronic dinosaurs, which at the time I was very impressed with. And this concluded day 2 of my trip to London.